Good morning, students. Hope you all are safe and healthy. So, today we'll begin with the poem Problem Solving. Now, before we start reading the poem, let us understand what are rhyming words. Rhyming words, the words which end with the same sounds, or you can say the words which have similar sounds, are called rhyming words. For example, one, done, run, gun. So, this you have studied earlier as well in your class 5. The words which have same sounds are called rhyming words, and the examples are also given to you. Now, every poem it follows a certain rhyming scheme. Okay, so let us understand that how you work out the rhyming scheme of a poem. So for that, I'm going to read out a nursery rhyme for you. Here it is. Twinkle, twinkle, little stars, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. So I hope everyone is aware of this rhyme. Now, how do we work out the rhyming scheme of a poem? For that, you need to see the last word of each line. So here, the last word in line 1 is stars, okay, and in line 2 is are. Now, when we say the word stars and are aloud, we can see that both the words they have same sounds. Stars are, right? So we will mark them as with the same alphabet A and A, since the both of them are rhyming. Now when we come to the third line, the last word is high, and in the fourth line the last word is sky. So here when we say the word high and are together, they don't sound similar. But when we say the words high and sky together, they sound similar. So we will mark them as B and sky also B. So here what we get is AABB. Now if I ask you to write down the rhyming scheme of this poem, how will you write it? You will write it as A, comma, B. So what is the rhyming scheme of the poem? The rhyming scheme of this poem is AABB. I hope you all have understood how to work out the rhyming scheme of a poem. Now let us start reading the poem. So the name of the poem is Problem Solving, and the poem is written by George Ansell. Let us see who is George Ansell. Let us read about him. Know the poet. George Ansell is an English poet. As a teacher, he enjoyed writing poetry to go with the topics he would be teaching. You can read his poem on this webpage www.poetrypoem.com, Paddington. So the poet of the poem is George Ansell, and he is a teacher himself, and he enjoys writing poetry. So let's read that. What has he written here? Two different problems are given below. Look at each pair of pictures and take the one that shows a permanent solution to the problem. So look at the pictures here. You can see two pictures are given here. Problem 1 is leaking roof and problem 2 is leaking pipe. Now I want all of you to think that which picture shows a permanent solution to the problem. Picture 1 or picture 2? Yes. Picture 1 is the temporary solution and the picture 2 shows, that is the problem 2, it shows the permanent solution to the problem. Now students, many a times in life we are faced with problems where we don't have a permanent solution to it. So we just settle down with a temporary one. But we should keep one thing in mind, that temporary solution will solve the problem only for the time being. So all of us must have that problem solving skills in us so that we can lead a good life. Alright, so let's start reading the poem now. I think I've got the answer, miss. The answer's 41. The answer's nothing like it, Jack. Just show me what you have done. So, in the very first stanza, we are introduced with the two characters in the poem. One is Jack, and the other one is the teacher. Now, as we will read the poem, we get to know that Jack is a very naughty child, and the poem is set up in a classroom. So, the Jack is doing his math sum and he tells the teacher that he has got the solution to the problem. He says, yes miss, I've got the answer, and the answer is 41. Now the teacher tells Jack that no Jack, the answer is wrong, and you just have to show me that how you have done it. Let's read again. I've nothing here to show you, miss. I did it in my head. In that case, Jack, next time please use the abacus instead. So here we can see that how clever, how cunning is Jack. He says that no miss, I have nothing to show you because I have done the sum in my head, the problem. I have solved it in my head. In my head here means that he has done it in his mind and he has not done it on the paper, on the notebook like we do in a class. Okay, and the miss here is the teacher. She tells him, she warns him that Jack, whenever you solve a problem for the next time, you have to solve it, you have to use the abacus. Now what is an abacus? Abacus is used, it's a kind of a tool which is used for calculations. So the teacher suggests Jack that he should solve the problem on the abacus instead, rather than doing it in his mind. So let's read further. I think I found the trouble, miss. The answer is 53. I'm sorry, Jack, it's nothing like. Come here and copy me. Now again, Jack says that this time he has definitely solved the problem, and he tells the miss that the answer is 53. Now the miss tells him that no Jack, again you are wrong, and she asks him to come and copy her. Copy her means to come and see that how this problem can be solved. So can you, all of you can see that how clever is Jack. He's really cunning and he doesn't know how to solve the problem, and he's just working out that how to make the teacher do it for him. So it shows that though Jack, what does it show about Jack? What kind of a child he is? That he is very cunning, and also he is a lazy child. He doesn't want to do the problem given to him, and he doesn't want to work out the solution for it. So he just keep on seeking excuses or keep on asking, telling the teachers that he has found the answer, he has found the answer. First time he says the answer is 41, the next time he says the answer is 53, but every time the teacher tells him that he has done it wrong. So you see that how he is manipulating the teacher, how he wants that the teacher understands that he is not able to solve the problem, and the teacher herself calls him to solve the problem. Let's read further now. The next day Jack was talking with his dad and with his mom. So Jack, they said, did you find out the answer to that sum? I did, said Jack. Although I couldn't do it in my head, I found a way to get Miss Clark to work it out instead. So here, when the next day Jack was asked by his parents, his mom and dad, that was he able to find the solution to the problem, Jack told them that no, he wasn't. He did find a solution, but it was not on his own because he was not able to solve the problem in his mind. So how did he find the solution to the problem then? He found a way to make Miss Clark, that is the teacher, do it for him. So here we see that the poem, it describes how a child cunningly coerces his teacher or forces his teacher to show him how to solve a particular problem. Now, this poem also shows that Jack is a confident and clever, as he was solving the poem in his mind, and he also found a way to make Miss Clark do it for him if he is not able to do it. So, what do you learn from the poem? The poem, it explains that it is important to be confident, clever, and independent, and also that one should have problem solving abilities so that small as well as the big problems can be handled in life. So that's it for the poem now. I hope you all have understood it, and I want you all to go through the worksheet and read the poem once. Also, I'm providing the PDF along with it. You go through the worksheet, complete the worksheet. So that's it. I hope you all have understood the poem. I want you all to read the poem once again and then complete the worksheet. So see you tomorrow. Thank you.